Hope you are doing well this Thursday. It's now your turn to ask the questions you want answers to regarding COVID-19. And today our guest health analyst is Dr. Payal Patel Davlatabadi, Associate Professor of Public Health at the University of Evansville. Good afternoon, Dr. Payal. And we're going to hear from Amy first from Sturgis, Kentucky. When are they going to start the drug combo that was talked about, the malaria vaccine and Z-Pack, to see if it helps? Why aren't they trying different meds on people to see if it helps get rid of it?
That's a great question, and various physicians across the country are actually using that, and they found varying pieces of information. Many ICU doctors have said that that specific drug, hydroxychloroquine, isn't really having an effect on the patients and on their outcomes, and they're really using it on the more critically ill patients, and others have found some type of benefit. And so it's important to note here, this drug has been touted many times as a game changer by the president. However, we do not have any scientific evidence stating that this drug is an effective treatment for the coronavirus. Now, clinical trials have begun on this, but we do not know anything about its safety, anything about its efficacy. There may be some risks and side effects, and so that's why it's not being used as a conventional treatment. However, specific doctors are using it currently.
Well, Jessica from Newburgh asked the question, can social distancing to reduce the spread of the virus be achieved at most traditional jobs?
That's an interesting question. There are some jobs where it's impossible to social distance, and there are other jobs where you can. However, given the spread of the virus that we've currently seen, social distancing in combination with shelter-in-place orders really need to be in place to kind of slow that spread. And perhaps here in a few months, we may practice that social distancing at workplaces. But for now, it's probably not going to be an effective measure. Yeah.
Well, Dr. Payal, this is my question now. CNN anchor Chris Cuomo, who has tested positive, says his doctors have told him to get his lungs active, like deep breathing, stretching the torso and holding his breath. How does that help in the fight against the virus?
And actually, after that went viral, many others have been practicing that. And really, the whole purpose is to, when you do deep breathing, you want to dislodge a lot of that mucus that may be in the lungs and cough it out. And also, you want to provide your lungs with an abundance of oxygen to it because it helps to breathe better. And also, what he's been practicing is laying on his stomach rather than his back, because the lungs face backwards, and when you lay on your back, it kind of narrows the airways. So laying on your stomach helps as well. So as he said, those breathing exercises really hurt, but they do help at the end. Yeah.
Well, Julie has a question many of us may not be thinking about. Do we know at what temperature, high or low, the virus dies? If it's in our food, cooking, does it kill it? But what about freezing 6 months down the road when I thaw out that roast? Do I need to be overly cautious because the butcher that packaged it had the virus and I'm bringing it back to life, so to speak?
Currently, there is no evidence suggesting that the coronavirus can be passed through food. So there's really no temperature. We don't know any of that information just because we haven't seen any of those cases. So currently, there's no evidence saying that the coronavirus can be passed through food.
Okay, Linda and some other viewers want to know, can our pets carry the virus?
So recently, we've seen a few cases of the coronavirus in animals. In Hong Kong, 2 dogs were tested positive. A cat has been tested positive. So the newest research that just came out about a day ago says that cats may get infected. However, it's important to note that there cannot be no animal to human transmission has been seen so far. So cats cannot transmit it to humans.
Dr. Payal, we've talked about this one for some time. We have all these numbers that we give to our viewers every night. Do they reflect reality on other people who are not getting tested, who could be positive, say like people who live with those people who test positive?
Right. So these are just diagnosed cases that we see, the numbers we see on TV. Of course, there are others who are completely asymptomatic, no symptoms at all. So they probably wouldn't even go get tested because they do not have any symptoms. So those numbers do not reflect the other cases that may be out there who are positive but have no symptoms at all.
Well, we're talking about our pets. Can you catch the virus from, say, like a mosquito or tick bite? What about flies?
No, there has no. It's a great question. Mosquitoes obviously do cause West Nile virus, but no, mosquitoes will not be able to pass the coronavirus to humans.
I found this question, Dr. Pyle, interesting. Sally, could someone please tell me why, if the eyes, nose, and mouth get covered by PPE, why are not ear openings getting covered too? Isn't leaving ears uncovered equal to having 1/4 of the head openings unprotected?
That's a great question. And the major spread is really coming from when a person coughs or sneezes, those droplets are inhaled by another person, or they may come into contact in the mouth by another person. We have mucous membranes in our eyes, nose, and mouth that serve as transmission of the virus. And so if the droplets don't get caught, they land on surfaces, say a doorknob. If we touch that doorknob, we touch our eyes, that virus gets into our eyes via the mucous membranes. And so that's why the eyes, nose, and mouth are more susceptible than the ears, and there really hasn't been anything suggesting that the virus can transmit through the ears, which is why protection in those 3 areas are really essential.
Well, Dr. Pyle Patel Davladabadi, thank you so much for being there for us, and have a good week and stay healthy.
Thank you so much, Brad.
Well, drop me a line on our Eyewitness News Facebook page letting me know what questions you want answered, or you can reach me on my Facebook page. We'll be right back.